Yeah, I get it 365, 12 months, 24/7. Gotta get it, I need it steady. No one give it all I give. They don't love us, they just love it how we live. How we live. How we live. They don't love us, they just love it how we live. 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 They don't love us, they just love it how we live. 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 How we live.
Hi, everyone. A pleasure to have you join us here tonight. College basketball is in the air, and we are right in the midst of all the action. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. It's Louisville and the Texas Longhorns.
There is no feeling like a packed house on a college campus. You can just feel the electricity in the air as two major colleges go head-to-head on the hardwood.
And even though this game isn't a must-have game, it feels like a tournament game, a one-and-done type situation. Both of these programs know that a win here could be huge for them as they get ready to make a run in March.
Here are the starters for Louisville. Freak in at point guard. Payton is out there with White. Then there's Sanders. And it's Mack in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. No good on the second free throw.
Well, guys, for Louisville in the last decade or so, it's been a bit of a renaissance in basketball. A title in 2013 gives them 3 total now. One of the premier programs in the country for sure.
Now, here is Ford. Feeds it to Turner. Fades and shoots. And he overshot that one, missing. Texas on D. Outside, White. There's the feed to Freak. Louisville passing it around, and he gets it to go. Freak's got his first 2 points.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Up top, Edwards, and the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. Turner passes to Doherty, and he makes good on the layup.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
So it's Louisville now. Freak dishes to Sanders, and the shot is good.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Out left to the wing. And Turner kicks to Edwards. Dishes it to Ellis. Kicks it to Ford. Floats one. Good. Ford's got his first points of the night. So it's Louisville now. Sanders passes to Freak. It's hauled in by Edwards.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Ford kicks to Edwards. Out to Turner. Doherty up top for 3. The shot is off. Now Louisville takes it the other way. Inside. Mack dishes to Freak. And the rebound goes to the Longhorns.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Edwards with it. Out defended by Freak. Jordy the pass to Edwards. He dishes it to Ford. And Turner kicks to Ellis. 5 on the clock. So they take the lead.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Platoon swap here for Texas. And it's a completely new group for the Cardinals.
I think it's safe to say that the most notable Longhorn of all time is Kevin Durant. Only spent 1 year there, but that's all the time he needed to leave his mark on the program.
They've got Edwards. Also Ellis out there. Turner is out there with Dort. And it's Ford in at the power forward.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
There's a minute 47 left to play here in the half. And Turner kicks to Ellis. Clock at 6. Here's Edwards. It's rebounded by Louisville. And we've seen Durant go on to do great things in the NBA, but he had that one magical season with the Longhorns.
Yeah, you go back to his freshman year, he was player of the year. The first freshman to achieve that status. Absolutely dominated in every way on the floor. You knew the NBA was in his future immediately.
On the court right now for the Cardinals. Freak is in at the point. Early out there at Peyton. Then it's White. And it's Sanders in at the 2. Now here's Ellis. Jordy, no luck. 56 seconds left to play in the first half. Ford with the steal. Fast break, Texas.
It's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Davis is checked in for Turner. Here's Edwards. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
Pass to White. Tries to snap the cold streak. He takes it up and lays it in.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Edwards passes to Davis. It's stolen by Early. Here's Sanders. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Pass to Ford. And he can't bank that one in. It's tipped. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Louisville leads by 4. And time now for the halftime break with the second half of basketball right around the corner. Hello, welcome back. This is college basketball on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg as we get set for the second half.
Guys, you know, it's been a close one thus far. Both teams have had strong stretches, but neither team has really been able to take control of the game to this point.
And guys, this is kind of like a boxing match, a bit of a feeling out period thus far. The second half, we should see more things open up, and that should benefit star players like Freak, who will get more quality opportunities.
We've got Ellis. He's out there with Edwards. Doherty out there with Turner. And it's Ford in at the 4 slot. The Texas Longhorns been building their basketball program over the years. They have been on the verge of greatness for a long time.
I think Texas in general is very decorated in its athletics program. I mean, still looking for their first college basketball championship on the men's side is what they're reaching for.
And for Louisville, Freak, he's in at point guard. White is out there with Payton. Then there's Sanders. And it's Mack in at the 5, patrolling the paint. Now here's White. Freak kicks to Sanders. Here's Mack. Doherty defending. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And while the Longhorns don't have any college titles in men's basketball, they have yet to even make it to the final game of the tournament. You get the feeling it's just a matter of time.
Well, you know, the Longhorns have won a lot of conference titles over the years. Their conference isn't known as a basketball power, though. The school loves their athletics.
And here's Edwards. And stolen by Freak. Here's Sanders. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Cardinals?
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
On the court for the Longhorns, they've got Turner. Ellis is out there with Edwards. Then there's Doherty, and it's Ford in at the 4. And he comes up empty, missing the first of the 1-and-1.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Good on the second free throw. Louisville leading by 9. Mack dishes to White. Louisville passing it around. Over to the left wing. Payton kicks to White. The pass to Freak. He feeds it to Mack. The layup off target.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
White against Doherty. There's the screen. Shot clock at 6. Edwards. A 3 ball. That is good. And the Louisville lead is cut down now to just 6 on the basket from Doherty.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to get.
And White kicks to Freak. Sanders passes to Payton. The dish to Sanders. Stolen by Ellis. 1:35 left in the second half of basketball. The 11-footer, Doherty with the bucket. And now it's just a 4-point Cardinal lead.
Love the assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to be to create that opportunity.
Now here's Freak. T right on him. Mack dishes to Sanders. And a wide open look for Freak. Good on the 3-point shot. And Louisville leads by 7.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
Hudson's checked in for the Longhorns. We've got 1:13 left here in the second half of the game. They double him with Freak, and the foul called on Freak. That's his third foul of the game. Single bonus situation in effect. So we'll head to the line for the first of the 1-and-1 opportunity. And that misses, and no second shot coming to him this time.
They've done their part here to run down a lot of missed shots. A solid rebounding effort.
Yeah, energy has been the difference, and they're fighting for every loose ball and giving as good as they get on the inside. This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out with style. What a time to have this kind of serve.
And Thornton kicks to Blair. Lets it go from 14. They get the rebound over Freak. Texas no good that time either. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the second half. And the three off target.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
Sure can, because they've earned the win.
He kicks to Jones. Pass to Russell. And here is Hughes. Thomas a screen. So we see the Cardinals get the win here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in to this broadcast of college basketball on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. We've got a great night of college basketball hoops in store for you tonight. It's a big matchup and some big-time energy in this building, and we're glad to have you with us. Hi, this is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. It's Arizona facing the Louisville Cardinals.
And the thing you love about collegiate sports, the passion, the energy, I mean, the competitiveness and that hunger and drive to succeed and show what you have, it's really always a marvel to watch.
No doubt about it, Greg. And seeing these players out here tonight, I remember how the love for the game of basketball in those formative years when I was playing college was so invaluable. I mean, the experience you gain with excellent coaching and mentorship at this level, really a huge part of where you go with your talent.
A look at Arizona's starting group. They've got Mitchell. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Johnson. And it's Lawson in at the guard position.
You know, sometimes you can see how a player can lead on the floor from the sidelines, and you see that with Freak. I mean, he's got the skills and athleticism as a point guard in addition to the leadership, too.
And, guys, people often underestimate just how important leadership is. You know, there's no stat for that. But guys like Chris Paul and Steph Curry have incredible skill, but their leadership on the floor is equally as important. Freak is a floor general in their mold.
Here's Freak. Arizona getting their last shot to go. Now Lawson. Inside. It's intercepted. Here is Sanders. And off the prime, and in it goes. Sanders has got his first basket of the night. And here's Arizona now. And Lawson, here we go. Here's Lewis. That one falls, coming off Lawson's feet. Arizona on D. Freak dishes to Mack. Outside, White. Freak with it. Back to White. Mack, the pass to Freak. Out to White. From the arc. It's hauled in by Arizona. Johnson right side. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Lewis' screen on White. Back to Lawson. It's tipped. Now here's Freak and Sanders. Here we go. Freak kicks to Payton. Stolen by Mitchell. And stolen by White. Stolen by Lewis. There's Hollis Jefferson, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happened when you don't box out, Greg.
It's a completely new group for the Cardinals, and Arizona with some changes. Louisville trails by 5.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
Freak, he's in at point guard. Payton is out there with White. Then there's Sanders. And it's Mack in at the center position. And for Arizona, we've got Hollis Jefferson. Johnson is out there with Mitchell. And it's Lewis in at the center, locking down the middle. So it's Louisville now. Arizona getting their last shot to go.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Now the pass to Hollis Jefferson. The feed to Mitchell. Arizona moving the ball around. Back to Johnson. Launches it. They grab their own miss. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice just to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And he sinks the second. Louisville trails by 8. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Here's White. And nothing is falling for him right now. Lawson can't get it to go. So hello, welcome back. This is college basketball on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg as we get set for the second half.
And guys, without a doubt, it's been a rough go so far here for Freak and his team. They just can't find anything to capitalize on consistently thus far.
And Greg, I'm anticipating plenty of adjustments from the coach, but I tell you what, when it comes down to what happens in the second half, it's about the players executing. A few quick baskets right out of the gate, and it's anybody's game.
Taking a look at Arizona. Mitchell is out there with Hollis Jefferson. Then it's Johnson, and it's Lawson, and at the 1 spot.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's his...
That is just nasty.
About the athleticism on that finish.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden one.
Outside, White. Pass to Freak. Clock at 6. Sanders dishes to Mack. Here's White. No good on the 3.
And with Arizona, you know they are going to be competitive year in and year out. They do a great job of recruiting, and they always seem to field a team ready to make a deep run in the tournament. Just a very consistent program.
Several teams. Louisville trails by 9 on the court right now for the Cardinals. Freak, he's in at the point. White is out there with Payton. Then there's Sanders. And it's Mack in at the 5 down low. Sanders passes to Freak. Offline with his 3.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead. He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
And White kicks to Freak. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
We've got 1:55 left here in the second half. Sanders against Lawson. He kicks to Lewis. Lawson outside. Releases from 15. No good. Louisville trails by 9. Freak kicks to White. Pass to Freak. In the corner. Sanders with it. Here's Freak. Misses the 3.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing. On that possession, they were all over him on the perimeter.
And they go to the intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul.
They double team Johnson. Lewis outside. The shot by Lawson, wide open.
Overall, the defense is doing a much better job of staying in front of the shooters and denying them the easy buckets that they were getting in the first half. That's a good job defensively.
And that one's good. Free.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
Lawson dishes to Mitchell. He feeds it to Johnson. The tray, and that is good.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
34 seconds left in the second half.
Probably impossible for them to come back now.
Yeah, far too much work left to be done and not nearly enough time to get it done in.
Two open that time. Made it look too easy.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the three, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
That's his first personal foul at the line for Louisville.
And no good this time on the 1-and-1. 19 seconds left in the game. Freak kicks to Sanders. That three off the mark. And they go to the intentional foul.
That's his second personal foul at the line for Louisville.
And he comes up empty, missing the first of the 1-and-1. Fires for three. No good. So Arizona wins it. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. For Craig Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Welcome, everyone, to the final game of the college basketball season. Tonight, we will crown the winner of this year's tournament. And no matter what the outcome here tonight, what a ride it has been. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We'll see the Wisconsin Badgers facing the Louisville Cardinals.
You got that right. I mean, this is what each student athlete has worked so hard for all season long. An opportunity for the title. I mean, this game might very well be the defining moment for the lives of every one of these young men.
Both these teams have gone through so much adversity just to make it here. All tournament long, it's been survive and advance. But now, this is the part where you put all your chips on the table and just lay it on the line.
And Wisconsin, looking at who they've got. We've got Kaminsky. Hill is out there with Hawkins. Then it's Decker, and it's Evans in at the 4 slot.
And with any championship game, you know that every player is going to have their heart racing for the first few minutes. That's just natural. That's adrenaline. They'll need to remain calm, though, and let the game come to them and kind of ease into it.
And one guy, guys, I'll keep an eye on in this one is Freak. He is the consummate leader for his team. He can come out strong and play his game while keeping his intensity level up. It'll be just what they need to claim the title.
It's rebounded by Louisville.
And not many people know this, but the Badgers do have one college title in their trophy case. Won the tournament back in 1941. A different time back then, but a title nevertheless.
Now here's Evans. Hill has the open look. And the 3 off target. To the paint. Mack, good.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated in stride.
Hawkins with him. It's rebounded by Payton. On defense, Wisconsin. Here's Freak. Buries it from 3-point range. Freak's got himself on the board with 3 there.
You know, one of the big questions on everybody's mind in this game is whether or not Freak will stay on for another year or go pro. I mean, usually a player with his upside would be a lock to be a one and done, but he's giving serious thought to staying.
And Freak is a guy who clearly values the scholastic aspect of collegiate sports, so it makes sense for him to think about staying beyond this season. Still, with Freak's draft stock rising, this could be his final game as a collegiate player.
And again, it's the Badgers missing. So it's Louisville now. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Hawkins kicks to Decker. And again, it's the Badgers missing. Cardinals leading by 5. Now here's Freak. It's tipped. Evans with the steal. And oh, here we go. Hill, nobody back. That one goes. Count. Hill's got his first points in this one.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
It's a completely new group for the Cardinals. 1:39 left in the first half. Freak in a 2-guard. White is out there with Earl. And it's Mack in at the 5. They set the screen. Kaminsky, the pass to Decker. Six to shoot. The shot from 20 feet away. The shot is up. And it's Louisville the other way.
And what a journey it has been, really, for this whole team to make it to the college championship, especially for Freak. A few bumps in the road for him, but what a story.
Craig, you get the feeling that it's only the beginning. I mean, the way he plays and the accolades he has, I mean, you can see him having a long and productive career at the pro level.
And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. We've got Hawkins, also Peyton out there. Decker is out there with Kaminsky, and it's Walker in at the power forward. Here is Hawkins, still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Badgers shooting their first free throws of the evening. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. The Badgers making a switch here. And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Freak dishes to Matt. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
Peyton kicks to Hawkins. Back to Peyton. Over in the corner, Decker shoots the 3. The shot no good. Odom. No good. And we're through the first half of basketball here in what's been a good one. Louisville leads by just 1. And we'll see you right back here after the break to start the second half of the college championship game. Right. And the big game is just about ready to get going for our second half of play. What a championship atmosphere we've got here tonight. We are just one half of basketball away from seeing college basketball history being made.
And in a championship game like this one, guys, you would have expected a close battle. I don't think either side is going to be able to run away and hide in this one.
And, Greg, tight games like this are where legends are born. I mean, if a player like Freak can come up huge in this final half of play, he'll anchor himself in school history as one of the greats to ever play the game.
Freak in at point guard. Peyton is out there with White. Then there's Sanders. And it's Mack in at center. And for the Badgers, they've got Hill. He's out there with Hawkins. Kaminsky out there with Decker. And it's Evans in at the 4 spot. And for Louisville, Freak, he's in at point guard. White is out there with Peyton. Then there's Sanders. And it's Mack in at the 5 spot. And now the fast break. Hill with the ball.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Yeah, and as we see Freak and his team go for the title here, he is trying to repeat what he did just a year ago. He was able to lead his high school.
Now Freak. And White kicks to Mack. Passes it to Freak. The feed to Sanders. The dish to Mack. Some nice passing by Louisville here. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Freak. Conley grabs the miss.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. They've got Decker. Kaminsky out there with Hawkins. And it's Conley in at the shooting guard position. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Badgers.
Well, it's been an outstanding game for them in the open court. Their fast break points really stand out.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
Hill, he's checked in for Wisconsin.
This game's still very much up in the air. I mean, this is where you start to separate the men from the boys and where heroes are born.
And one team looking to ice the win, the other hoping to force OT. I think right now you lean on your stars and get the ball to Freak every chance you get to try and come away here with the title.
Decker kicks to Evans. And there's the pass to Decker. The basket good off the assist from Evans.
You know, their field goal percentage is creeping up toward that 50% mark, which is a nice change from the first half.
And with their offense clicking and the score in their favor, they've got all the momentum right now.
Got a piece of it. White the pass to Matt. He dishes it to Sanders. Feeds to Freak. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Hill. 1:27 left to play here in the second half. And the foul called on Freak. That'll be his second foul of the game. Wade, he's checked in for Kaminsky. There's 1:26 left to play in the second half. Up top, Hawkins. The kick out to Hill. Puts up a three. It's rebounded by Louisville. Payton's got his third rebound on the night. White dishes to Freak for the three. That drops.
Defensively, they can't afford to back off of him that much. You don't want to be giving up easy threes, especially at this stage of the game.
Evans outside. 13 feet away. And that's off the glass and in.
That's what I call a captivating move there. He absolutely incinerated the D with that one.
Time definitely not on their side.
They need a very quick bucket, a real quick one.
And the shot is good. The Badger lead has been cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Payton. And the foul called on Freak. That's his third foul of the game. There's 39 seconds left to play in the second half. Hill kicks to Hawkins. And the foul called on Freak. That'll be his 4th foul of the game, and due to the single bonus situation, they'll now have a chance at the line for the 1-and-1. And he makes the first of the 1-and-1. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
You know, mistakes there. Good free throws to give them just a little bit more cushion. Well, it's urgent time right now. This is when they got to come up big.
Yeah, you got to get points here. I mean, there's no way you can get around it. You've got to be able to get baskets here in a short period of time.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Payton passes to Freak. It falls! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Such a height mismatch out on the perimeter, and they give up the triple.
And so they foul intentionally.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making them.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Here's Hill. And he commits the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off.
Here's Freak. Offensive rebound. So it's Wisconsin picking up the win. And what an incredible feeling it is for a team who's had to fight every step of the way. Right now, guys, there is no better feeling for them as they are the last team standing in this terrific tournament.
Kevin, you said, I mean, all the hard work, the blood, sweat, and tears, now you see it paying off at this very moment.
There's been a ton of sacrifice along the way. I mean, from the kids and their parents and support staff. They've brought this school to the top of the college basketball world right now.
Well, it's been a blast to be with you guys and our great fans all
Hello?
Hey, Ma, it's me.
Hey, Frequency.
I got you on speakerphone.
Okay, your sister there?
Hey, Mama, I'm right here.
Hey, baby, how you doing?
I'm fine.
Yvette's here too, Mama.
Hi, Mama. How you doing? I'm fine.
Does she have to be here?
Yes. Mr. Pagnotti, the agent I was telling you about, he's in the room too.
How you doing, ma'am?
I'm good. Nice to meet you.
What a pleasure to finally meet the queen mother of this young, talented man, even if only by telephone.
That's sweet. Hang on, Frequency. Here comes your father.
All right.
Hey, sorry I'm late. Hope everyone's well.
How you doing,
Daddy.
Mr.
Hey, Bob.
I'm doing good.
So let's get to it.
Yeah, let's do this. We all know why we're here. This meeting is strictly confidential, 100% off the record. Didn't happen. We weren't even here. Capiche? Capiche means understand in Italian. Capiche?
Capiche.
Freak insisted that I have his entire family here. And I think it's great that he has a good support system around him. I've been doing this a very long time, and I work with some of the best. Now, let me rephrase that. I work with the best, and the best always seem to have a great support system around them. A family, if you will. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So let's cut to the chase. Leaving college early now and entering this year's NBA draft is the right move right now. And when you sign with me, Dom Pagnotti, as your agent, I will make sure you are well taken care of. I will make sure you are protected. With this freaking environment, I love it, freaking environment. This freaking environment thing you do when you get hot, freak, we're going to make you more money off the court than you will on.
We already have endorsements and things like that in line, so...
Cece, I said we because we're going to do this together. We're a team. We're Team Freak. But, Freak, you need to be in the league first, right? That's why I'm here.
No, yeah, I hear you, Mr. Pagnotti, but like I told you before, I already promised my parents 4 years of college. That's the plan, man.
That's right.
Plans change, Freak. Listen. In life and in basketball, you need to adapt and change to the situation at hand. Now, even if you have the greatest coach and they draw up the greatest play and all the X's and O's make perfect sense on paper, you still need to react to what the defense shows you and then make your move. This is the right move. This is the right move now. And 4 years of college is a great plan for basically anybody. But you're not just anybody. You are the greatest collegiate talent I have ever seen shoot, dribble, pass, and defend a basketball my entire time on this great planet Earth. Now, Miss Martha, Mr. Pete, I have seen so many of the greats jump right from high school to the pros. Freak, you've at least experienced college. You know what that is. You've been there. You've done that. I am offering you now a chance at the experience of a lifetime. Do you know how many people would love to be in those Jordans right now?
Yeah, Freak, I mean, what if you get hurt? You remember how you came down on your ankle in that game earlier this year?
Oh, yeah, but that was nothing.
Right, we know it was nothing, but next time it could be something.
I saw that. Good game. But bam! Just like that, and you could be flipping burgers. Well, maybe not flipping burgers. Maybe you're the manager or assistant manager at some burger joint. Maybe I do a favor and make a call, and you're a delivery boy at Sal's Famous Pizzeria. But the bottom line is you will be a long, long, long ways away from signing multi-million-dollar contracts with me, Dom Pagnotti, as your agent.
So it's all about the money, right?
When was it not all about the money?
Money isn't everything.
No, it isn't, sir, and no disrespect was meant. But, Freak, money is freedom. The freedom of choice, the freedom to live. Money is the difference between renting and owning, between being the waiter and being waited on. It's the difference between being the chauffeur or being chauffeured. Now, do you want to be a chauffeur? This here is a contract. This makes me your agent. Sign on the dotted line, and I will take you and your family to the promised land.
Like I said, Mr. Pagnotti, it's not all about the money.
Pete, let the man finish.
He made his point. He's finished. Aren't you finished?
I said my piece, but I know I'm right. You guys should talk.
Pete, what if Frequency does get hurt? Shouldn't he take this opportunity now?
What if the boy goes pro, gets hurt, and then doesn't have a college degree? Look how hard we work for him to get to where he is.
But college isn't for everybody. Pete, you didn't go.
That's why we work so hard for him.
Just saying. I mean, if he's ready to do this now as opposed to later, Pete, anything can happen.
You're right. Anything could happen. This is his future. This
You're
is
not
his life.
listening to me, Pete.
Not just a game.
All right, Mom, Pops. It's all right. Look, truth be told, I don't even know what I want to do right now.
I understand that.
Yeah, but I was talking to my boy Vic the other day.
Why?
And he was making a lot of sense. He thinks I should leave early, too.
You know what? I've kept quiet this whole time, and I also think that Freak should join the league. I think it's a great business decision, and I think that Mr. Pagnotti is absolutely right.
Thank you, Yvette.
You're welcome.
Now, Freak, I know for a fact that people have been talking about the company you keep, and you need to be careful. It could compromise what we're trying to do here.
What are you trying to say?
You know, your association with that guy Victor off the court, it could compromise your selection in a draft. As a matter of fact, I know it will. Do you realize the difference in dollars between being drafted first overall and 21st? You're talking tens of millions of dollars. You don't get it, do you? Cece, our first sneaker deal alone, you're talking a difference of a $50 to $100 million difference just by that. Number one, that's what we need. If I were not 1,000% convinced in my mind and in my heart that we could get you drafted first overall, I wouldn't be like this. This is the play. This is the move, Freak. You gotta listen to me.
I absolutely hear you, but who are they to tell me who I can't hang with my brother?
No, Freak, you need to listen to him. I've been telling you the same exact thing.
Mr. Dom, Frequency and Victor grew up together. They're best friends. We took the boy in and practically adopted him.
Martha, I told you that boy ain't nothing but trouble.
He's family.
Okay, but that's my boy, and he agrees with y'all.
It's not about agreeing with Vic. We're trying to prepare you for your future.
You know, but it is his future.
This is none of your business.
Excuse me?
You still have a decision to make. Sign with me, yes or no.
Can I just interrupt for 1 second? Everybody just settle down, please. Now, I appreciate you all taking the time in this heated discussion, but the truth of the matter is there's only one person in the room that can make this decision. Now, son, you know how I feel.
Right.
Education is the most important thing in life, but this is your choice. It's not your mother's or your sister's or mine. It's not your girlfriend. It's not Mr. Pagnotti's. And it definitely ain't Victor's. This is your decision, son. So you tell us what you want to do.
I need 30 seconds, Freak. Okay. I have 4 beautiful children, and I want each of them to go to college and graduate. But if you walked up to any one of those 4 children right now and said, I will give you a contract that's worth $100, $200, $300 million, I would say, bypass college. You can always go back. I want you to graduate. I want you to get your doctorate. I want to call you Dr. Freak, but you need to understand this. Now, you can go all over this beautiful country that we live in and go into any of the major universities. You will find people that are 30, 40, 50, 60, 80 years old, and you will find them graduating. But if you live to be 500 years old, you will never see ever somebody 40, 50, 60 years old being drafted from college into the NBA. We need to strike while the iron is hot. This is your life. We will get you drafted first overall. You will be up there with all the big names. I'm not talking first rounder. I'm talking first overall. Listen to me. This is what I do. I am the best at what I do. Nobody is better.
Seconds plus.
Miss Martha, I am sorry. You just need to
Pagnotti,
understand.
Would you please let my wife speak?
I apologize.
Frequency. Baby, what do you want to do?
Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have Cece go through this contract front to back. I'm going to think about it, sleep on it, pray on it, and I will call you in the morning.
All right. Listen, Mr. Pete, Miss Martha, it was a pleasure meeting the two of you over telephone, and I look forward to meeting you both in person. Remember, everybody, this meeting never took place. We weren't even here. Capiche?
Capiche.
Okay.
All right, Mom, Pops, I'm going to call you guys later. I love you.
Love you,
I love you too, son. Bye.
Good evening and welcome to the NBA Draft. With the first pick in the NBA Draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Karl Anthony Towns from the University of Kentucky. With the second pick in the NBA Draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select D'Angelo Russell from The Ohio State University. With the third pick in the NBA Draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select Jahlil Okafor from Duke University. With the 4th pick in the NBA draft, the New York Knicks select Kristaps Porzingis from Latvia. With the 5th pick in the NBA draft, the Orlando Magic select Mario Hezonja from Dubrovnik, Croatia. With the 6th pick in the NBA draft, the Sacramento Kings select Willie Cauley-Stein from the University of Kentucky. With the 7th pick in the NBA draft, the Denver Nuggets select Emmanuel Mudiay from Dallas, Texas. With the 8th pick in the NBA draft, the Detroit Pistons select Stanley Johnson from the University of Arizona. With the 9th pick in the NBA draft, the Charlotte Hornets select Frank Kaminsky from the University of Wisconsin. With the 10th pick in the NBA draft, the Miami Heat select Justice Winslow from Duke University. With the 11th pick in the NBA draft, the Indiana Pacers select Miles Turner from the University of Texas. With the 12th pick in the NBA draft, the Utah Jazz select Trey Lyles from the University of Kentucky. With the 13th pick in the NBA draft, the Phoenix Suns select Devin Booker from the University of Kentucky. With the 14th pick in the NBA draft, the Oklahoma City Thunder select Cameron Payne from Murray State University. With the 15th pick in the NBA draft, the Atlanta Hawks select Kelly Oubre from the University of Kansas. With the 16th pick in the NBA draft, the Boston Celtics select Terry Rozier from University of Louisville. With the 17th pick in the NBA draft, the Milwaukee Bucks select Rashad Vaughn from UNLV. With the 18th pick in the NBA draft, the Houston Rockets select Sam Decker from the University of Wisconsin. With the 19th pick in the NBA draft, the Washington Wizards select Jaren Grant from the University of Notre Dame. With the 20th pick in the NBA draft, the Toronto Raptors select Delon Wright from the University of Utah. With the 21st pick in the NBA draft, the Dallas Mavericks select Justin Anderson from the University of Virginia. With the 22nd pick in the NBA draft, the Chicago Bulls select Bobby Portis. With the 23rd pick in the NBA draft, the Portland Trailblazers select the 19-year-old point guard from the University of Louisville.
Let's do this, young man.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Frequency Vibrations. Welcome aboard, young man. Welcome aboard.
Wow. manners.
Take your time, baby.
Thanks, Mom. Okay, so I first want to thank everyone who made this possible. Mom, Dad, I couldn't have done this without you. I'd like to thank my lady Yvette. My dude, Vic.
Hey, yo, I got you, man. Hey, hold him in the building all day, yo.
Aye.
Yeah, I love you, man. I love you in town.
Man, he's like my brother. Oh, gosh. And also, want to thank my sister, Cece, who was also my manager. Swish, love you.
I love you more.
And my agent, Mr. Don Pagnotti himself.
You're the man, baby.
I guess I will take some questions now. Yes, ma'am.
How did you get the nickname Freak?
A lot of people don't know this, but Freak is short for my very first nickname, Frequency Vibrations.
Yeah, true story. I like to introduce our mother so she could tell it.
Go ahead.
Get her, Mama.
Tell her, Mama.
Come on.
Go get her, Mom.
Thank you, everyone. Frequency and Cece are fraternal twins. And so when I was pregnant, one of them kept kicking and jumping around all the time. So my husband, Pete, put headphones on my belly and played reggae music.
Hence the name Frequency Vibrations.
We shortened it to Freak.
How did you know who was kicking?
A mother knows. A mother always knows.
Are you ready for a photo op?
Yes. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the next NBA superstar, Frequency Vibrations.
Go ahead, son.
Thank you all for coming. We will be available for one-on-ones in the back. Good job. Well done.
Congratulations, son. We met working at the post office together. Mark was the clerk, and I was a carrier. And I asked her out to lunch one time and take her for a bagel around the corner from where we worked.
A bagel?
A bagel, yeah.
With cream cheese?
Cream cheese.
Split down the middle?
Split down the middle. Love at first sight.
Yeah?
I believe that. It was true. It happened to me.
All right. You all know why we're here and what we came to do this year.
This is only the beginning of a very long season, but Game 1 means just as much as Game 82. Now, we have some new faces here that I really expect to make an impact for us this season. We've already seen flashes of what they can do for us, but I expect all of you to go out there and execute just like we did in camp. Ain't no more excuses. It's time to get serious. If we play our brand of basketball, there's no telling where this team can go. So get out there, get warm, and let's go win this game.
First NBA game. Can't believe it's finally here. You work your entire life for something, and then when it's right in front of you, it's almost hard to believe. But I'm ready. Now it's time for me to show everybody I belong and do my best to represent Harlem.
Welcome aboard, everybody. This is Wednesday Night Basketball of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Trailblazers will look to their home court advantage, just one game here in Portland, and going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year. In the season before, they completely controlled the series 3-0.
And you know, last year, not a huge...
Freak.
You know, and what a huge moment this is for him. I mean, your whole life has been spent leading up to this, and finally he's going to get to take the court in the NBA. I mean, his mind has to be racing like a million miles an hour.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I mean, there are all different kinds of pressure situations. This is about as nerve-wracking as it gets. But even so, I don't think it takes away from how much he enjoys it.
So for New Orleans right now, they've got Norris Cole. Alexis Ajinça is out there at Perkins. Then there's Ryan Anderson. And it's Pondexter in at the shooting guard.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go, but it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
And for Noah Vonleh, last season came in as a heralded freshman out of Indiana. Some people thought he might crack the top 5 in the draft, but after some shaky late workouts, he fell all the way to 9.
Cullen passes to Freak. Lets the 3 fly. Shot is no good, and it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And really an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it came in an opponent's building, and there's no question it was their offense that carried them.
I love the way they went and got this game, Greg. I mean, they attacked at every opportunity, never relaxed or sat back, and as a result, they eventually pulled away.
And here we see the debut of Freak, the kid from Harlem, his first time on an NBA floor. And Clark, it's a moment that he's worked very hard to achieve, and his family has got to be proud.
Extremely so, Kevin. It's been a long journey for him, but every level along the way he's found.
Oh, and what a feeling it's got to be as we get to see the very first NBA bucket from Freak.
You know, you got to be happy for him. I mean, that's a great way to open up his NBA scoring account.
Well, everybody is happy to see him put the first points of his career on the board. Coaches, fans, teammates, everybody. So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Yeah, the great field goal percentage to start, exactly what they were hoping for.
Nothing dropping for him, so I think in the best interest of his team, he may need to think about not shooting right now.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Fires the three. Pondexter, no good. With some arc, and there's McCollum. That's good on the assist by Freak. McCollum's got his first bucket of the night. Cole. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Pelicans ahead. They lead by 9. From Portland, we're back in a moment. Well, earlier we sat down with Freak and asked him about playing in his first NBA game.
You know, I've thought about this moment my entire life. Now that it's finally here, the feeling's pretty crazy. But I know it's just the beginning. I got a lot of hard work ahead of me to get to where I want to go, to be the best player and the best teammate I can be. But this is an exciting first step, no doubt.
You know, Clark, you don't see that kind of perspective from most rookies, do you?
You really don't, Kevin. I mean, I really like his approach to the game. What remains to be seen, though, is will that translate?
So Portland ends up going with the new group. New Orleans leading by 12. As magical as the 2014 playoffs were for the Blazers, remember they beat Houston in that first round, that great shot by Lillard late to win it and move on. 2015, not as much. You know, Greg, they drew a very tough Memphis team, as you recall, in the first round.
Yeah, you often talk about styles making fights. Very similar in this series. They were going to drop the first 3 games before being bounced, but still a good showing for a team that struggled mightily down the stretch with injuries.
Freak, he's in a point guard. Al Farouk Amino is out there with Van. Then there's McCollum, and it's Plumlee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
And, you know, just as you said, Portland didn't have enough to get by the Grizzlies.
And the first half is now in the books. Pelicans lead by 9. We've got more NBA.
All right, everyone's eyes up here. If we're going to send these fans home happy, we've got to go over some things. All right, you starters, I expect you guys to be nice and fresh in the second half. Bench really gave us some great production. Nice to see something from everybody out there. One place we've had success was in the low post on offense. Great positioning. Good job finding the open passing lanes and getting the ball in tight. And let's not lean too much on the fast break in the second half. Get things set up when we can. The points will come fast enough. Don't worry. I do not want to see a repeat of those first 2 quarters. Let's play like the team we are, not the team we were in the first half. I don't know who that was, but it's not us.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway.
Lillard has been playing really well. He's got 14 points now and 3 great steals. He's had great awareness out there, exploiting those passing lanes and coming up with steals.
And Clark, it's as if he's been a step ahead of everyone else out there today.
here for Portland. Myers-Leonard, he's checked in for Kaner. Noah Vonleh comes in for Davis. Freaks checked in for Al Farouk Aminu. And it's Frazier in for Gerald Henderson. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for the Pelicans. Anderson comes in for Tyreek Evans. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Holiday at the 1 with Gordon at the 2. Davis is out there with Ryan Anderson. And it's Ajinça in at the center, locking down the middle. Davis down low. He's covered by Leonard. Davis dishes to Anderson. Outside Holiday. Clock at 4. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we send you now over to Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan player of the game, Anthony Davis. He led the way tonight with a double-double and was a major reason why they won tonight. His effort and intensity gave them the boost they needed. What'd you think, Shaq?
The one thing you know about Davis is that he's always going to play with an insane amount of energy. It's always full speed ahead with him, and we saw that tonight. Offensively, he plays as well as anyone.
He had a very nice night from the field tonight, shooting over 50%. That smooth, soft touch was working for him tonight. No matter how tight the D played him, he was still shooting it right in their face.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.
got Blake Griffin and the Clips on deck tonight. Going up against him, you almost just hope you don't end up on a poster. But I've never been one to just get out the way. I'm ready to step up, no matter the consequences. Gotta earn my stripes sometime, you know? Here we go.
Beneath the tranquil hills of Washington Park, downtown Portland alive with activity. We are live, the home of the Trailblazers in beautiful Portland, Oregon. For the Portland Trailblazers, they come into tonight's game after the loss to the Houston Rockets.
Just looking at the stat sheet, they gave far too many free throws away in that game. Maybe it was the noise in the building or something, but they really looked rattled.
Well, Greg, I don't know if it was the biggest reason for that loss, but all of those misses from the stripe clearly had an impact on that game.
It'll be Los Angeles. Gerald Henderson. And then for Los Angeles, Smith checked in for Jordan. Lance Stevenson comes in for Pierce. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for